Ha
Jesus.
Call HR on that one.
Hey, what's up, guys? Just want to thank you guys very much for coming by the channel and give us a like and subscribe if you can. And remember, if you want to get early access to next week's episode, you can get it right now on our Patreon. The link is down below. All right, so I'll stop yakking, and we will get going with these Clone Wars reactions. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Sean Tank Top. I'm over here at Casa de Tank Top. I'm hanging out with my very good friends, Dustin and Morgan Drace over there, Dojo Drace. How you doing over there, Draces?
Good. I just turned into Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
I'm very excited.
Exactly.
I don't know why.
We're excited because we are. I mean, like, we're getting ready. We're going through. We're not watching Muppet Babies. We're not watching any fucking Muppet Takes Manhattan or nothing like that.
I mean, I would.
Yeah, we would. But we're watching another world that is known for puppets, but not exclusively puppets. And the puppets aren't anywhere to be seen because this is an animated show. And the animated show that we're watching is Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and we're doing the chronological watch. Got to make sure that you shout that shit out there. But we're watching chronologically through the series right now. We are sitting on episode 7, which is technically 103, Shadow of Malevolence. We just got off of Rising Malevolence, and now we're on the Shadow of Malevolence. We just got done hanging out with Ahsoka and Anakin and Plo Koon and that whole guy, and I really had a good time with that last episode.
Yeah. But you know what's kind of fun is this first season, we're just constantly learning how Count Dookie Booty is the worst boss because he hires people that he's just constantly disappointed in. Just constantly telling Grievous how much he sucks. Constantly
talking about Asajj Ventress, like how much she fucking biffs it,
negative
and everything.
He is negging the fuck out of her.
He is a practicer of the game.
Yeah, he's in a
read his game, and he's like,
give him that stupid piece of shit fucking fuzzy hat that one guy had or whatever it was. Like,
dude.
Yeah, and he is like Ventress, you know, for like a kind of ugly chick. You can fight.
Ventress would be so fucking awesome. She'd be great in the sack. She'd be awesome. She's athletic as fuck.
I don't think the game would work on Ventress.
Cool, she's got a cool like Kate Moss body and stuff like that. She'd be great. She'd be awesome. You know,
it'd be some real bony sex.
Like, so even though I don't think that's going to happen in this episode necessarily, but it's who knows? It's in the cards, and it is out there in the internet somewhere probably. If we've thought about it, that's the thing. If we've thought about it, somebody else had to have thought about it and put in a disquieting amount of time probably illustrating something, you know.
That's the craziest thing, is that there's somebody more fucked up than us.
So we're heading over. This seems like, from looking at this listing, it's a bit of a trill going on, because there's the Rising Malevolence, Shadow of Malevolence, Destroy Malevolence. So
I believe this all about this super weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're going to try and either invent a weapon that will to fight back against.
They need a Hulkbuster.
They need a Hulkbuster, or they're gonna go try and find the weapon to destroy it. One of the two, maybe it'll be undercover.
And it seems like they only have one of them. Mm-hmm. It's very special. They want no witnesses because they want whatever.
Secret.
And stuff. So like, I like it whenever you give me anything kind of interesting that isn't just like a laser hitting something.
Yeah.
Or isn't just a whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'll give them points for that, where it's like this cool electromagnetic pulse, like kind of like net that kind of goes out and takes out all the power and everything like that. Like in Star Wars, you don't have to pivot that hard to impress me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, given how binary the world kind of is and just the language and how it operates. If you even do things like, think about it, if like you had like a Jedi that goes like, I got the lightsaber. I also like using the fucking blaster. Like a Force user that's a great
Force
shot.
Blaster? Oh.
What the fuck? Like, why the fuck doesn't that? And I played
cool.
fucking Dark Forces 2. I know all about that shit. Like, it's in the video games and everything. I'm talking about in these here movies, in these here stories. I'm sure that it exists in some kind of book, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many other ways that could kind of express itself.
Wouldn't like Force users be like celebrities? I mean, like they're kind of feared. We saw that in Mandalorian.
Like, what if there was a guy that was just like, listen, like, I'm a Force
doing
user,
goddamn
but
magic tricks.
I don't want to fucking become a fucking Jedi, and I'm just like, and I just like, or what if like a Force user that was like a pop star? Or
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's Force bending all of the instruments all at once.
So I'm ready to fucking get going and like fucking check this thing out. You guys want to get going?
Yes.
Hell yeah! All right. Well, we appreciate y'all very much for hanging out with us on our Clone War journey, on our Clone Wars chronological journey. If you're watching on YT and you're like, man, I really want to see their reaction to the next piece of this chapter. Clearly, like a little kind of a mini arc that's going on right now that we're in the middle of right now. The Malevolence arc, it kind of seems like. And you want to see that conclusion, you can find that on our Patreon right now at patreon.com.
Oh, Force pull. Whoop.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you think he did that shit when they were doing it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that'd be...
Force pulls her into his penis.
Right? Yeah, dude. You can find us there. We're going to be over there. Like, the link is down in the description, and it's in the top pinned comment below. If you find us there, you can pony up $5 and get yourself some early bird access. And hit us with a like and a subscribe if you're having a good time with this video is one way that you can help us to do that. And we appreciate y'all very much. Let's get going with this here Star Wars.
Anakin Skywalker prepares a counterattack on the enemy ship.
And R2 has met, like, literally every character. It's so insane.
What I'm saying, let him handle everything.
He's the Sam of this song of Siths and Jedis. Like, you know, like that's just who he is.
We'll be on our own. General...
He's got long ass fucking nails too and
He
shit.
got them Cardi B's.
None of you bitches! None of you bitches!
We destroy General Grievous, and the ship will fall with him. Any questions?
Just tell us where that metalhead is, sir. Yeah.
Metalhead. We keep getting all these fucking
this is...
droid slurs.
R2-D2's sitting right there.
Yeah.
Microaggressions, man.
Let's ask them. Matchstick. You think our boys can pull it off?
Matchstick.
It kind of looks like a matchstick, I guess. Like,
remember that one time when you called someone who insulted us in the comments? You look like a lit match.
you look like a fucking struck match. Yeah.
Anybody ever tell you look like a struck match?
So much for the Jedi escort.
He's like.
He reminds me I need to like sit up straight.
Yeah, he's like, ugh.
His posture is terrible.
He is like, or he's just like whenever like Animaniacs would make fun of old people, they'd be sitting there like they'd have a big crowd of old people, they'd all start laughing and then they'd all start going like they'd all start instantly hacking their lungs up. It's so funny.
Hey man, it happens.
That generation liked to smoke.
That's also true.
Like, what do you mean I can't smoke a cigarette while I'm pregnant?
What do you mean I can't smoke a cigarette in this airplane?
Boy, this is a lot more fun when they're not shooting back. I still can't seem to hit anything.
Ha ha.
Jesus.
Call HR on that one.
I have the coordinates for a new target. The Republic's secret Outer Rim medical station.
Ow, that's rude.
Jesus, that is like
It's
there
some
ain't no
Geneva
fucking
convention shit.
Yeah, there ain't no Genosis conventions over here.
That is a war crime.
Is Grievous totally down, or is he like a little like, that's kind of fucked up, man?
No.
No, he's
Super
like,
down.
he is
He's
fully
all down,
erect.
yeah.
Fully erect.
I still don't really understand what Grievous is. He's like, I got...
He's an alien being that he got fucked up, and he needs this robotic exoskeleton to survive.
Ah.
I can say he looks badass. Like his fucking race of creatures is like they almost look like predators and shit like that. Like they're really wild, warlike type of a race.
I had a feeling you'd be coming along. Your ship has already been prepped.
How come he's not her master?
Well, no, but he like kind of like saved her life and brought her to the Jedi temple. And
You'd think
Order
he'd
and
be
everything.
training her though.
I mean, just because that's the thing that doesn't necessarily mean that you'd be the best teacher.
Yeah.
Thank you, Master Jedi.
He's like long necked, weird science.
Yeah,
She's a little sperm in a dress. It's cute.
Yeah, it's true.
Put a dress on that sperm.
Put a dress on that sperm.
She's lovely. Dress her up, send her out on the town.
She'll be swimming her all around town pretty soon before you know it.
I know, R2E. This is gonna be a tough one.
Cut the chatter, Ahsoka.
Yeah.
You better shut up before I turn this starship around, goddammit.
What's taking so long? I want to get there before too many wounded clones.
It's like, he's like, dog, we are literally in hyperspace. I can't go any faster than this. I can't go any faster.
I want to kill as many babies as possible.
No, he's like, I can't come until we kill all those wounded soldiers.
You told me this shit was fast enough.
He's so angry.
I'm so angry, I can't come.
No, go slower. Like, we must take your time with it. I gotta work on my Grievous.
We only have 1 parsec to go.
Good. We will maximize our cash flow.
Fuck yeah! We're gonna fucking kill all those fucking wounded soldiers, and then I can finally just.
The Republic will come, so I can come.
I can only shoot while committing war crimes.
It's not our fault because this delivery is very angry boner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, oh yeah. We gotta read all of the shitty comments that I'm sure we'll get for not taking this shit that seriously. In his voice though, like,
you guys are not true fans.
like, you know.
Skywalker, Valmora is the nesting ground of the giant Nebra Mountain.
Oh, we got a big monster.
Oh, cute!
Nice.
Look it.
Whoa, these are cool looking.
Don't shoot or they'll panic.
They'll panic? I'm about to panic.
There are so many of them.
Just fly around.
Just fly around. Don't hurt them.
Just chill out. Oh shit!
Oh, you
fuck.
hurt them. They're not trying to hurt anyone. They're just chilling.
That one looks hungry.
Nah, it's just smiling at you.
Those things are so cool.
Yeah, they're like whales where they're just like, if you fly into my mouth, I got a meal, but I'm not gonna fucking like go out of my way.
Let's hope you're short.
Wow, we got through a sequence where Star Wars didn't massacre a bunch of the animals that were in there, because that just happens in Star Wars all the time.
I know, but where's
Like-
R2's head?
That's not R2.
Well, that wasn't R2.
Oh, some other
That was
piece
a
of
different
shit
one.
droid I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
That might be the first time I ever heard that sentence come out of your mouth.
Man, fuck that piece of shit droid. I don't even know his name.
What's that, R12? I don't give a
I
guy.
don't give a fuck.
Right?
Damn, no fuck about that guy. Ha
Jesus.
Launch fighters and bring the ship around.
There are several medical transports surrounding the station.
Like, even the droids are like, this is kind of fucked up, dude.
Like,
you know.
bro, like, you know, we're in war, but you know.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Can't
this is
blow
pretty
up
cold,
guys
bro.
in comas.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, those guys are dead.
Yeah.
Like hundreds of dudes.
Hundreds
dead,
of
done.
men dead.
Yep.
Launch the ion cannon and prepare the fire.
But sir, our fighters will be caught in the blast.
Fire it.
Oh, that
Oh,
evil
he don't
shit.
give no fucks about none of that shit. No way.
Just trying to keep it together.
You can make it, Matchstick. Hang on.
Oh, fuck.
Matchstick! Oh no, he's lit up. He's a struck matchstick.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
and he took somebody else with him? Fuck.
No, matchstick.
Buddy.
Sir, the enemy fighters are closing.
Let them come. Prepare the ion cannon. First, we will
You know, he's doing a really good job this episode.
Yeah.
Grievous? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's killing. He's doing very well.
Fucking
yeah.
literally killing it.
We're too close. Loosen up.
God damn.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Look how many clones he's killing.
Ion cannon 75% charged.
Hurry, I gotta finish.
Torpedoes away.
It's like
they're
hitting
doing
them
like
off, Brad.
Woo!
like Independence Day type thing, like right as it is about to fire, you know?
It's exactly like Independence Day.
Right.
Well, not as exciting as inserting a CD, but it'll do, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, it blew straight out the back, too. Fuck.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How many men did they lose?
A lot.
We've lost both primary weapons. The hyper...
You're in trouble.
We're picking up 3 Republic warships entering the system.
Naboo!
Ah.
Oh, man.
Here comes Jar Jar.
Is really?
He is the general of Naboo.
Full retreat. Make for separatist space.
That fucking ship is getting fucked up, dude.
Yeah, it is.
You gotta capture him alive and then pull out his fingernails so he tells you all the information.
I don't know if he has fingernails. I think he literally only has like
Pull on
he's like
something.
RoboCop. He's got like lungs and like a head and a brain and eyes, and that's it.
Pull his lungs out.
Take a lung.
Your master is a very curious.
Like every time I see Ahsoka in that tube top, I just keep thinking, "Don't speak. I know just what
It
you'll
is
say."
very Gwen Stefani.
It's very Gwen Stefani, like in the
She's iconic.
mid to late 90s. Yeah. Boom. There you go.
The clone death was out of control. I mean, it just,
it's always
par
out
for
of-
the
it-
par for the
it's
course
always
on this.
it's always out of control. Like it's just that's
This
that's the
show just getting children used to like America's Forever Wars, where like it's shocking at first. All of the death and destruction.
When this came out in 2008, they were like, you got 12 more years supposedly of
and they're like, it's shocking at first, and you're like losing people, but you get used to it, and it's fine. Just don't think about it. Just look at the pretty droids in the lightsabers.
Don't you wear your pretty little head.
Proud to be an American.
I'm proud to be in the There we go. We'll put a boot in your ass to see American burn. Yeah.
What a
sure.
stupid decade. So
my
stupid.
God. The dumbest fucking decade that you've ever had. The dumbest piece of shit fucking
Like
decade
on top
ever.
of all of that, you remember, like you mentioned Gwen Stefani. I remember, like constantly in teen magazines, are like, the cool thing about Gwen Stefani is she wears a crop top, even though she has a little belly.
What?
That was the shit that we were fed as women, as children in the late 90s to early aughts. They considered Gwen Stefani's
abs
a little, because I think there was like she had a I don't know, she had a like it wasn't even a belly, but it wasn't like
no,
it wasn't
like
Janet
a perfect
Jackson
stomach, like a
because
lovely.
like Janet Jackson was like ripped,
Yeah,
and then Gwen
right,
Stefani
for sure.
just had a fucking flat ass because she was skinny as shit. And they're like, it's cool that she has a confidence that she'll wear a crop top even though she has a little belly.
That is insane.
That was the messaging we got as children. She was body positivity goals.
Sorry, this is great video stuff.
Sorry, this is the shit that I was marinated in as a child. That's why I am the way I am.
And now she's married to Blake Shelton.
Anyway, we were talking about
I bet you Blake Shelton believes in Forever Wars.
Yeah, I mean, like we're kind of going on this thing where they got to blow the thing up. They're going to blow the thing up eventually, I think. Like, and they kind of did blow the thing up, but they're going to really blow it up next time. And that's totally, I mean, it's fine. I mean, like, from the perspective of it's Star Wars, it is Star Wars as fuck. I mean, like, I do.
If only they hadn't designed it with one pinpoint, small point flaw that they could blow up with a single blast.
It's always about flying into a thing and shooting getting a couple of rockets at a thing at the right point in time, just as they're about to fucking fire some shit. I mean, that's fine. That's to be expected. I mean, like, you kind of can't really get around that. But like, it was good, decent adventure episode. You kind of like, again, the show does take more time to like make a note of like, we lost Matchstick, we lost the other guy.
Yeah, we just met him too.
they're humanizing the casualties a little bit.
Impressive. It's impressive, like in ways that most of the films never like either can't or are just not interested in doing and stuff like that. And that's something that's probably, as far as at least at this juncture, that's like my favorite thing about the show. Is like how it really takes the time to kind of go into like a little bit more of the nooks and crannies of stuff. And I know that it gets more complicated. Like I cannot wait until we get into we start to get into like Mandalore stuff. Like the Mandalorian kind of like Civil War, and we get more we get more stuff with like Bo-Katan. We get to see like
I never saw any of that stuff. Yeah, so I'm excited about that.
Right. And like and there's like a lot of, and once like other characters kind of get back into kind of the mix of things and shit, like I think that I don't know, again like this show can just perfectly fine operate on a kind of just adventure, blow them up, kind of shoot them up type of thing or whatever it is, and still be great and still be really good. But like I kind of see what people are saying where they're just like, oh, it's such a slug. It's not really a slug. It's fine. You know what I mean? It's like it's meat and potatoes Star Wars, but like with a little bit more consideration. I feel,
having started watching it the wrong way, I feel a lot better watching it now.
I bet.
And granted, I have the entirety of season 1 under my belt, so I have a little more, invested than I did when I watched. But like now, all the stuff that I hadn't seen those first few episodes, everything makes way more sense.
Well, because the other two, like the two big kind of like the group building, like the team building American Gladiator type of episode, and like
that was
and
super
then
important.
The mole episode, those were all in seasons 2 and shit. You know what I mean? Two or three and stuff. And like that wasn't there. Like this is only technically only
episodes
the 4.
In.
Yeah, right. And so, which is pretty wild and stuff. I mean, I still think that you would, but you do care more. It's just so fucking weird that like they didn't write it this way, but now that we did have that time, we are more invested in what's happening here. And we just have a more of an eye on the clones than we would have otherwise.
We have more invested in the clones. We also have more invested in the Anakin and Ahsoka relationship.
Yeah.
And so like when we see Ahsoka be like, oh, this is the guy who saved me. Well, now it's like we're not just meeting her for the first time and then like going off to rescue this dude. Like we already have a little bit of investment. We already understand that, oh, she's been assigned to him. They've already been through some shit. They've already had an emotional journey. And you understand, like when he's like trying to teach her something, you kind of get it. Whereas if you hadn't seen that, like when I hadn't seen it, she just comes off as petulant and annoying.
Well, because like the first conversation you see her, she's just like they're sniping at each other, and you're like, oh, you both kind of annoying.
Yeah,
like,
and so like if you watch it chronologically, which we keep saying that, like it is way better. Like it's not as grating to me. And granted, I do know that she will get better over time.
I remember on our Discord, which you also, that's another big kind of plus you get on with our patrons becoming a part of our Discord and stuff like that. And we were talking with a bunch of people about another one with our very good friend, Maddie K. Ray, where it was just so funny, like how we were very much prepared. We were like, I remember we both kind of said like, well, no, like I want to experience things the way that, because it's like, I misconstrued it as like when people talk about, should I watch the movies in a linear fashion? Like if I should start with episode 1 first.
Right.
And there's so many things that are hung on those prequels that are predicated, their relationship is predicated because of things that you're supposed to have built in your mind from 4 through 6 having already been played before. There's so many moments that just
make so much more resonance.
They've been backfilled from a previous fucking story and shit like that. And so and I don't think that that's how you should watch those movies at all. And I think that like the release thing is kind of helps it, at least until you get to Rise of Skywalker, and then you can quit. But definitely with this, everybody was just unequivocal. They're just like, no. We were trying to be like, no. I want to watch it as an experience. I was thinking of that was in my mind, and that could not be further from the truth as far as like even like it's just so evident that this is the better way to watch this, like, and that this is, and that everybody was just like, no, like, absolutely not. Chronological is the only fucking way that you should, experience if you're going to experience it for the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, like, it's really, really cool. Yeah, I mean, like, again, having a little bit of that backstory, having a little bit of that kind of there does a little goes a long way, especially with some of this type of stuff. Like if this was only like your third 20 minutes in this fucking world, like it would be.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine because like
100%,
these episodes these 3 episodes are really good. They're really action packed and a lot of shit happens. But like we haven't really established anything about the clones. We haven't really established any of that stuff. If you haven't watched those previous, like two episodes
the
and the
cadets
movie
and the mole episode and all that stuff. Yeah,
you don't get any of like the Geonosis stuff. You don't get any of like Yoda's earlier. You don't get any of that shit.
Right. Yeah, the clone cadets. Like you don't know about 99 and the Bad Batch and some of the chip that these guys got on their shoulders. Like that's not on your mind at all. Yeah. So I think that it's so fucking weird and fascinating how this thing kind of came to be.
I would love to see like a Filoni like conversation about like the better viewing order. I wonder if he's ever addressed that.
Right, I wonder. I mean, like, if he had fucking sent us an article or something like that in the fucking. I mean, clearly Star Wars is on board because we got the viewing
from
order
StarWars.com.
StarWars.com. You know what I mean? Like this is slash this is the way that you should watch this fuckhead.org.
This is the way.
You know what I mean?
Hashtag this is the way.
Hashtag this is the way, 100%. So I don't know. I mean, we're having a great time with this one. I'm really excited to kind of see. This is kind of the first stab at like a multi-episode arc that they've kind of done, and that's what we're going to conclude with this next episode. And I'm excited to watch it. If you guys are excited to watch it, and you guys want to check it out on our Patreon, we got some early bird access that you are able to get at right now. If you can head on over to our Patreon, the link is down in the description below, and it's also in the top pinned comment. You hit up that link, go to our Patreon. Pony up $5. That gets you early access to the next episode of Clone Wars, our chronological watch, which is available right now. You can watch it right now. If you want to see our reactions to whatever the fuck happens with this big new laser, Count Dookie Booty shows up, and then him and fucking Grievous start like making out, and it's very fucking nice and tender and stuff like that, or whatever. So that'd be pretty fucking. Pent up rage. That'd be pretty. They both do, I think, in a way. You up, LOL, like, and like, so if that's what happens, you can't wait to see your reaction to that shit right now. You can find that on our Patreon, so just hit us up down there. We've got a couple of links below, and if you can't do that, just hit us with a like and a subscribe. We appreciate y'all for doing so if you could, and we will talk to y'all's later.